In this quick video, we'll discuss how to increase revenue at your restaurant by increasing the amount of repeat visits and stopping the amount of lost customers who are already at your business. There's a pretty alarming stat shown across thousands and thousands of restaurants that about 70% of first time new guests never visit that restaurant again. 70%, 7 out of 10 people who walk through your doors will never come back to your restaurant. Now, this is a general stat. You might be at 50%, you might be at 30%, but in general, restaurants have a pretty large churn problem, a retention issue, right? So a lot of restaurants, a lot of businesses in general will focus on getting new customers, new customers, new customers, but ignoring how much revenue is just falling through their fingertips from not making sure that people who are already in your business continue to repurchase from you and revisit with you. So in this video, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about some really simple techniques you can use at your restaurant to lower your churn, to increase your retention rates, and increase your overall revenue through getting those people who are already in your business to come back in. Okay. So one of the easiest ways to do that is by incentivizing first time guests with a simple gift card. Okay. Now, this would include your staff having that conversation with the guest around if they are a new customer, if they are a repeat customer, and uncovering that during their visit. And if they are a first time guest, if they are a brand new person inside your restaurant, then the staff should give this little gift to them at the end of their meal. Okay. So this might look different in every type of restaurant, whether you are full service or fast casual or whatnot. But in general, just giving them some sort of little gift at the end of their meal can incentivize that person to come back in. Okay. Now, it doesn't need to be $10. It could be a $5 gift card. It could be a complimentary dessert, right? It could be something simple and small. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that this is not about saving money. People don't come back to your restaurant because of the money that you're giving them. It's just because of the gesture. It's mainly because of the gesture. Of course, it's nice to have $5 off, but it's mainly because of the gesture. We even have some restaurants will take it pretty extreme, pretty radical with it, where they'll put this gift card inside of a paper envelope and the staff will handwrite the guest's first name on that envelope and then give it to the guest at the end of their first visit. Now, this really wows the guests. The guests are like, oh my gosh, I've never had a restaurant do this to me before, be super personal with me. It's a really, really amazing gesture. So this can be customized for your restaurant. You can do $5 in the next visit. You can do $10. You can do whatever you feel is best fit. Now, one of the best ways to do this is by making sure that you put some details on this gift card that you have to use this gift card within the next 30 to 60 days. That way you're generating new visits and new incremental revenue. So, the easiest way to do this, if you already have gift cards to give out, that's fine. But of course, there's some fees with gift card companies as well. So you can do gift cards, or you could just go to Vistaprint, or if you have a local printer that you have been working with, you could just print off, 1 or 2,000 little paper business cards, right? If you print off 1,000 business cards, it's about $40 on Vistaprint, as an example. So it's super, super cheap to do this. So you can do it for a couple months. Make sure you create a button in your point of sale that is specific to this, what you call a bounce back offer, right? For new guests. And then you can measure out of, let's say, the 2,000 cards that you give them, how many came back in, right? So to summarize, this is a really, really big revenue driver for restaurants. If you're not focused on what is your revisit rate for new time guests, for first time guests, start doing this. Start measuring how many people come back in.